Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena. First, I just want to say thank you guys for so much support. So much interest when I put polls out. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for responding. It really does mean the world to me to have this engagement with you. And so I don't want you guys to think that because I haven't really been answering comments, or I say I'm going to make videos with James and then we don't do it, or we don't put that content out yet, that means anything. So I want to preface by saying, you know what? Yes, I am guilty of the clickbaity title. And I am going to talk a little bit today about, kind of quitting the twin flame. I don't want to say dynamic, but maybe stereotypes is a better way to put it. And we'll get into that later. There's going to be a few things in this video that I'm going to address. We're all in a transition stage right now. I think all of us. I was talking to a friend the other day and she was talking about how she's seeing all of these roles, either role reversals between couples or just roles shifting and switching. And so part of us, in this ascension process is we're becoming more acquainted with truer and more authentic versions of ourselves. And part of that process is exploring different parts of ourselves, right? So I want to share with you guys today the direction in which I'm going. I don't really know. It's still foggy. It's still blank in my mind. So this video may not have a whole lot of direction, right? Because there's so much that's changing within me. And part of that is like the desire to not talk as much about the twin flame aspects. And I know this is what you guys come for, and I know this is what you guys are excited to hear about. So there was a part of me that was like terrified to release this video and terrified even to make this video, because I'm like, oh my God, my channel is now about like twin flames and the twin flame dynamic, and I'm with my twin flame, but yet I'm not feeling called to speak about twin flame stuff right now. And so what I'm feeling more called to do is to share with you a more authentic version of like my life and our life and what we're going through and things like that. So part of this video is just really a big life update. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am expecting. Here's the little bean, the little bump. I am expecting, so we are due in early November. It's been one of the things that has caused me to really slow down and really want to just protect my energy. So if I haven't been responding to comments like I normally would or answering questions like I normally would, it's because I've literally been forced to let go and slow down and not make as many videos and not become way more intentional and way more aware about where my energy is going. I read your guys' comments and then sometimes I like to take a day or so to think about them. But the amount of energy then that goes into my responses, or that goes into thinking about you, or thinking about, what you're going through or your questions, having a YouTube channel like this, while it is incredible for us to be able to share our experiences together, it does also take a lot of energy. So I've been more intentional about, okay, what does baby need right now, right? And as these mother genes are turning on, I'm feeling such a need to kind of like close down and protect this little life inside of me. And I think that's a really good thing. I think that's a really positive thing. And I think I need to keep listening to that. So these videos that I make are going to start to transition, and I think they're going to start to maybe become fewer and further in between. I'm not sure. But what I want to ask is that you guys bear with me in this transition, because I'm really not sure where it's going. I'm still, kind of fiddling around in the dark with it, and, just trusting and, hopefully being led by spirit. My twin James has been a light in all of this, because there's days where I just totally don't even feel like myself. I don't want to make videos. I don't want to respond to comments. I don't want to interact with people, which is not not super common for me, especially with the work that I do. So that's one thing that's been going on. And because of that, what I also want to share with you guys is the fact that I will be closing down my readings and my coaching. So basically around the end of October, or like probably the middle of October, is going to be the last, all my coaching sessions are ending around that time, and I probably won't take any readings after that time until maybe around, who knows, but maybe around the end of February or sometime after that. So what I also want to share with you guys today is, because I will be closing down these channels to really focus on myself, my baby, my family, what my body needs. I do have an online course, and I'm actually going to drop the price of this online course so that during this time, if there's anything that you need in terms of like twin flame or relationship guidance, you can actually go there. So this course really covers pretty much everything I talk about with twin flames, divine relationships, just relationship dynamics in general. So I highly, highly recommend that you go check that out during this time, because I will be lowering the price significantly so that everybody has access to it. It's important to me that if I'm not physically available, that there's still resources out there for you. And that's not to say I might not still make videos during this time. I'm really not sure. So I do want to have at least something available for you guys so that you do have that support, and it's not just like, pulling out completely and like disappearing. So go check that out if you're looking for any twin flame support or relationship support. That course has literally everything in it that I have used to attract my twin flame, to heal any wounds that I had during separation. Literally, it is all in that course. So if you're looking for twin flame support, I highly, highly recommend you checking that out. And like I said, I will only really be open to doing readings or coaching until October. So if you have anything, now's the time to get it in before then. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, this idea of quitting the twin flame, and quitting the stereotypes of twin flame. So what I've really been moving through lately is I used to see like twin flame as like one aspect of my life. And this is maybe something, I don't really know, this is maybe something that happens after you've been in union for a little while and you've had that integration phase, that now twin flame is it's just like a perspective. It's a perspective in which I view my life, right? So at a certain level, everybody becomes a twin flame to me, like the way I see them. And it's because of my relationship with my twin, and it's because of the mirroring and the merging is so strong that I can then see other people in my life as a mirror more strongly as well. And that's the whole thing, is whatever we think somebody else is, that's actually within us, right? So there's a deeper spiritual truth that comes to all of this, and I do think it's important to acknowledge that, because part of me feeling not called to talk about the twin flame stuff anymore is more so about this dynamic of just wanting to be more authentic with what I'm sharing with you guys. So wanting to also share, processes that I'm going through. I was sick 2 weeks ago, and that really, within that, had so much letting go for me. I let go completely of YouTube. I let go completely of any other work that I was doing. And really had to look at myself and look at where I was feeling not worthy to receive from my partner, especially with being pregnant and slowing down and being more tired and being more out of breath and having more aches and more pains, and then getting sick on top of that. I felt like so completely worthless. And so during this sickness was a time for me to really look at where I'm not willing to receive. And I have videos on this. I have videos on receiving the healing wound. And you can do a lot of work about this on your own, but it also comes down to continuing to do that work when you're with your partner, right? We are always expanding. So that work is never done. It needs to get to a certain point before you're able to manifest union, yes, of course, and you need to do that work within yourself, of course. But as we expand and we realize we're worthy of our twin and we're worthy of union, then you get into union and you keep expanding. You keep getting opportunities to show how much worthiness you are willing to receive, right? And your life keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and expands in different ways. And so that was a big thing for me over the last couple weeks, as I'm realizing that this transition is coming, and that my focus is now a lot more on the family. It's on the nurturing side. It's on taking care of my body. It's on slowing down and tuning into what the baby needs. So all of these things are coming into play. And, you know, for me, I was always a super driven person, and I was always a super regimented person. And so now I'm falling and leaning a lot more into my feminine side, into this flow, into this nurturing, into this slowness, into this deep, dark kind of cocoon womb space. And some of that is really scary for me, because I feel a lot like not myself. But if you've ever been in these types of transitions before, then you understand that it's not that you're not yourself, it's that you're exploring another aspect of yourself. So for me right now, life is all new. Everything is all new. The way I'm making this video, it feels new. The way that I'm walking through life feels new. What I'm eating feels new. What I'm taking in energetically feels new. So I'm becoming a lot more intentional. And I think we all are. Again, with the awakening process, we're all becoming more intentional and more aware of what gives us energy and what takes our energy away. So I do want to share that. Another question that everybody's asking is, where is James? Why are we not making twin flame videos? And something that I think is super important to let you guys know is that James is working incredibly hard. Because we haven't put any updates out there recently, what I want you to know is that he is doing like triple duty. He is doing like husband duty, he is doing house building duty, and he is doing like working overtime duty. So for us, the way that our work schedules line up, the only day that we have overlapping right now as our off days are Sundays. So Sundays then are also the only day that we would really have available to make joint videos. So just in the recent upcoming months and weeks, we've really wanted to spend those Sundays with each other and getting things done and prepping for the baby and talking about house stuff. So we haven't exactly prioritized making videos, although it is incredibly important to us. It's incredibly important to him as well. He is just so busy. So, in the way that I was talking earlier about switching roles, I had always been the financial provider in every one of my adult relationships. And so even more than the men in my life, I would make more money and I would be providing more. I would be paying for trips. I would be paying for this, paying for that. And this has been true in all of my adult relationships. So now James and I are kind of having this role reversal where I was the initial provider in the majority of our relationship in the beginning. And now that I'm slowing down, I'm not taking as many clients, I'm not working as many days. And so now that's starting to shift and it's starting to flip where he's becoming more of the provider and I'm becoming more of the nurturer. And so within that, he has also taken on the incredible role of building our house for us. So we have decided to build a house out in the crags in South Africa, which is kind of a country area. And basically we're living on his parents' property and building a house out there, a little Wendy house. It's about 800 square feet, so nothing crazy. It's literally very minimalistic, very simple. But the incredible part about this is we were gifted money for our wedding from my family, and we've been able to put the majority of that money towards our house. So when baby comes, we actually won't have rent, we won't have a mortgage, we'll have paid all of the house off pretty much. And that way I can stay home for longer. James doesn't have as much stress on him to provide work-wise. So it's been amazing the way that this whole thing has like materialized. And granted, there's been a lot of stress in it as well, because when we found out we were pregnant, we were like, oh my God, we need somewhere to live. We need somewhere that's going to be a safe home, a safe place for the both of us to be able to create and nurture and just be with our little one and be with each other. So we've had incredible opportunities coming to us. We've had an incredible amount of help from other people, an incredible amount of support from you guys. And I would love to start sharing more of this aspect rather than just talking about twin flame dynamics and twin flame healing. What I really want to share with you guys is how these twin flame like ideals and how these twin flame dynamics show up like practically in our real everyday lives, right? Because there is manifestation, there is healing that goes on with relationship, there is conflict, there is literally so much magic. And you know, I feel like there's a part of me that's really yearning to share more of that. So I'm excited to see where these videos will take us. I don't know if I will make more like quote unquote real twin flame videos, like talking about twin flame spiritual principles. I don't know. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just literally following where I feel like spirit is guiding me and where energy feels right? So even making this video's been on my mind for the past maybe 3 weeks or so. But it's not until the last couple days that this clarity has come in around what I want this video to actually be and what will give me life out of it. So, you know, I'm just taking it day by day. And when it feels like it's a slow process, I'm just reminding myself to hold in there and that it's okay that it's a slow process, and that what's going to be, you know, created on the other side of that is going to be so much more fulfilling. So I'm really looking forward to this new direction. I hope you guys are too. And I want to say thank you because I can already feel the support from you. As I'm even filming this, I can already feel the support. I can already feel the love. I can already feel you guys saying like, look, you know, we watch your videos because they help us and because we love connecting with each other. And whether I was talking about, you know, house stuff or whether I was talking about healing the receiving wound in the twin flame dynamic, like there would still be an audience here from you guys, just because we all are really on the same journey. We're all here supporting each other. And just because I happen to make videos doesn't mean I'm any further along than anybody else. It just means that, you know, I like to make videos. I like to make videos and I like to share my story. And in the comments, when you guys share your story, then I feel like we are all relating to what each other is going on and we're all feeling each other. And that's honestly been one of the most beautiful blessings of this entire channel, is to be able to experience that in real time. So thank you for your support in this transition. You know, I wanted to just say, I promise me and James are making videos soon, but I can't promise that. There's nothing that I can promise right now other than, you know, I think this transition is going to be what we all need. You know, we all need this transition. We all are going to be bringing more realistic, more authentic versions of ourselves into this fold. And that might include for me a little bit less like radical spiritual wisdom, and that might include more human emotion, right? More human emotion, more human struggles. And I'm very excited about that because, you know, it's a whole new avenue that we haven't necessarily explored with each other yet. And so that part makes me very, very excited. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for respecting me, respecting my energy, understanding that what we're going through is equally amazing and hard and unexplainable. So thank you for that grace and for that kindness. If you have any additional questions that you'd like to ask, certainly put them in the comments. If there's anything that I talked about today that you would like a deeper, more intricate video on, also put it in the comments, because it does really help me to get an idea of what's interesting to you guys, or what topics you would find the most interesting. So that does really also help me. So yeah, put it in the comments. Again, if you're looking for more resources, get your twin flame reading in now, get your coaching sessions in now, or check out my my online course, because that is going to be the main thing that is going to be available to you when this little nugget comes out. That will be what will be the main source of reaching me and finding that twin flame help, guidance, and wisdom. So definitely check all of that stuff out. And I will be dropping the price very, very soon. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video, whenever that might be. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Big love, Serena.